prettiest win tonight, but probably a good win against a quality opponent.
Look good to me, Ted. I don't know. I'll take it.
I got you. A lot of attention on Jarnell, their post player. Are you happy with the job that you guys did, keeping them to 9 points tonight?
Yeah, he's. Those are two good defensive teams. Baskets weren't easy to come by, and it was physical. And again, we're trying to just play tough possession basketball. And we left some buckets out there on the table. I thought that we had some finishes, but Stokes is he's so physical and he's such a presence. And our guys use their activity and their quickness to bother him, and we tried to trap him. I think we did an okay job. He's a presence. Certainly, they missed some shots at the end. They had one go in and out, but we made him, I think, work for his catches and didn't give him too many easy ones. First half, they had 16 points. They had 14 of their 16 points in the paint, and so they didn't have as many in the paint in the second half. And I think that was the key for the second half for us when we had to weather the storm when we were shaky offensively.
Coach, one more. You were pretty solid tonight, only having 8 turnovers. What do you judge the presence of not having John Tell, but also having Tevin out there?
Yeah, Tevin got a little sped up a couple times, made a couple uncharacteristic plays, but he made the free throws. But we just talked about being ball strong, and again, their defense. It's not like they're going to extend and try to turn you over way out on the floor, but they make your catches tough, and you better be a two-handed player, or it's going to be a long night. And again, they're both of us trying to find ourselves offensively, but they're a very good defensive team, and I know how hard that is when you lose and 2 games you don't score, but they are good on the defensive side of it, and your defense can only hang in there so long when you're struggling to score. That puts a lot of pressure on you. We've been there, and we were there for stretches tonight.
You have an update on John Tell?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I hope it's not anything too bad. I know he came back, and I didn't hear it. I said, can I put him in? That was my question, and they said no right now, but we'll find out. We'll get the x-rays and all that. I thought he made a couple nice drives and put pressure on him in that stretch and was guarding well, so we'll see.
Akil and Joe had each missed the front end of a run, and then Kevin goes to the line and the shot clock fails, and he's got time to think about it. What's your level of confidence, with him at the line?
Yeah, I mean, well, statistically shooting well, and I said to Ronnie Weidman, I said, Ronnie, now the clock's going to go out. What's going on here? And but he was very calm, and both were in. Same with Paul, and you got to be able. I was concerned we missed 2 front ends. You don't like to leave those out there, but again, we made the final 4, which we needed.
Hey, Tony over here. Darion's defensive performance, maybe if we talk about that a little more. Was he the primary guy throughout most of the night? It seemed like he was checking Stokes for most of the night. And then also a couple block shots there on Stokes. He seems to have a real knack for that.
Yeah, Darion's quick off the floor. Stokes is, he's so strong. He's not going to play way over the top of you, so if you can stay in front of him and between him, if you're quick off the floor, you might be able to bother him. But our plan was, for the most part, if he gets a catch, to really trap. And we didn't do a good job early. We were sort of hesitant, and they got some kickouts. It was well-devised kickouts for some rhythm threes that they just didn't make. But I thought we were on it a little more after those first few minutes. And Darion, again, when you got a shifty guy on you, you can't quite feel him. And a bigger body player likes to do that. And I thought when Darion had those chances, his quickness was disruptive.
Tony, it was kind of getting away from you there in 5:15. You called timeout, and Joe and Akil ran the pick and roll. Did you draw it up? Did that just evolve from a set?
Yeah.
How did that work there?
I thought we talked about maybe trying to put their bigs in a pick and roll, and it was okay if we want it. We don't always set pick and rolls. We had some good ones early with John Tell in the second half, and we got to the rim, and they were so aware of Joe, and then even off of a ball screen, that it might open up a little a kick to the guy rolling to the rim, or Joe might be able to turn the corner. He made a heck of a play. I'd like to tell you that's exactly how we drew it up. We just said we're going to run our motion, but use some. You can set some more, or set frequent ball screens for Joe.
Tony, just a quick follow-up to John Tell. Is it the same foot?
Yes.
Was he re-injured?
Yep.
And then, 6 straight wins now. How would you say you guys are progressing in terms of how you would like this team to look eventually?
I think we're going in the right direction. I think there's better basketball out there for us. I think there were stretches, and Ted maybe noticed that we weren't the prettiest, but it's a grind for us, and we just keep trying to define what Virginia basketball is going to have to look like. And my challenge to them before the game was, try to win each possession and be as much in charge of the possessions as possible. And that's a mindset that not every team in America has to have, but I think that has to be the way for us, that we have a level of control on the defensive end, possession by possession, and offensively. That just means getting the shots, moving people, moving bodies, getting the angles, and then defensively just being in front of the ball, all possession. And when we're that way, we can become difficult at times to play against. So that's got to continue and probably be more for more minutes or more percentage of the time.